Boom shakalaka. Every time Bitcoin does this, price just about doubles. And guess what? It just did it again. Stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, every time Bitcoin does this, price just about doubles, and it just happened again. Before we get into it, like the video, join us on Twitter at Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel. Now today, fear and greed at 70, still just regular greed. I'm quite surprised. We're like, I don't know, $5,000 away from previous all-time highs and just regular greed. This is going to go a lot higher before we hit extreme greed and stay there for a sustained period of time. The overall market sideways, Bitcoin 103,566, Ethereum 2,500, and XRP 252. Now, Bitcoin sitting below previous all-time highs by about 5,000 or so dollars right now, just around the level of this previous last little blip in the volume profile before it is price discovery mode. You do want to keep an eye between $108,000 and $110,000 because there's some resistance there. But once we get past there, I mean, it is a straight shot up for Bitcoin. Now, a lot of people right now saying, hey, I can't afford to buy Bitcoin. And you need to look at where you're spending your money, because when you're blowing all of it on OnlyFans or gambling or whatever else you do with your money, maybe Netflix, new car, Starbucks, Fleshlight, whatever it is, that money you never get back. But Bitcoin, well, that could be the money that keeps on coming. Now, there are signs right now that we are reaching sell side exhaustion. Taking a look at the Bitcoin miner reserves, miners have stopped selling. Now, the miners sold into the price going up, but they have stopped selling, meaning that price is likely to go back up once again because they've sold all that they have. No more selling. Eventually, the supply is gone and price goes up. There is the possibility that the next few months could be down months. If we take a look historically, Bitcoin between May and July in 2013, 2017, and 2021 cycles has not fared very well. But starting in July, that's when things go bananas. And that's why you want to stay tuned towards the end of the video, because we're going to get into some very interesting stuff then. But if we take a look right now, it does appear like we are still in an uptrend. Not only because of price structure, lower highs and lower lows, this simple stuff, but also because more and more market participants are purchasing Bitcoin at higher prices. You can see this right here, the realized price continuing to creep up, not turning over like we saw in previous bear markets, continuing to creep up, and it's likely going to continue to creep up again for a very long time. We have Bitcoin demand is back. F the bears, because yeah, always F the bears. And Tony the bear, my goodness. Yeah, he was talking all that bearish stuff. He should take that off his name if he still has that. Anyways, if we take a look here, whenever the Bitcoin demand comes back, look at what happens to Bitcoin price. Every single time it goes from negative to positive, price jumps up. We just had Bitcoin price go from negative to positive, meaning that likely we're going to have a price jump up once again. With this inverse head and shoulders formation, it does appear like the first target might be $135,000 based on the height of the head for Bitcoin. And if we take a look at these parallel lines, all these green lines are parallel. Well, once this happens, Bitcoin hits the bottom, comes back up. Guess what? The next peak would be $150,000 based on this one. But Bitcoin right now, literally creating new highs on the monthly line chart, has broken previous all-time highs on the monthly line chart. Look at this. Every single time that happened historically, price just about doubled. You know what that means? Easy math, roughly around $200,000 Bitcoin. But here's the coolest thing, because right now, Mustache is saying the current structure of Bitcoin reminds him a lot of July 2017. Now, that's about when I got into Bitcoin, and things were crazy then. Price went all the way up to $3,000, came down to $2,000. People were freaking out. It's over. And then all of a sudden, in like 2 months, price went up to $20,000. So imagine, could we be in for that repeat type of move this year? Yeah, I think everything is about lined up for that to happen. All that's left to do right now is sit back, relax, and enjoy the Bitcoin show, because the euphoria zone We've tapped it twice this cycle, but we have not had any sustained euphoria like the past 2 cycles, so more than likely, there's still a good amount to go. Well, that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, like the video. There's a playlist right up there you might enjoy. Catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom. Shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.